Because Serbia is not interested in NATO nor EU membership, it seeks to block the progress of the whole region, holding back the entire region. The European Union and NATO have rightly responded to Russia's aggression and security threats to Europe, not by appeasing Putin, but by bringing Finland and Sweden into NATO and giving candidate status to Ukraine, Georgia, and Moldova. The security threat to the Western Balkans by Serbia should be dealt with using the same approach, thus giving Kosovo candidate status in the European Union and membership in the Council of Europe. Right here in our region, we see how an autocratic regime in Serbia has been turbocharged by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. In our first 2 years of government, they brought 4 times the army to our border, sponsored terrorism, and continuously spread lies and false narratives to justify their aggressive acts towards Kosovo and the region. We cannot be complacent. We cannot take our democracy nor our progress for granted.
Për Republikën e Kosovës dhe për popullin e Kosovës, termi transatlantik është shumë i rëndësishëm. Ne mendojmë që edhe vetë jemi dëshmitarë si popull, që pa funksionimin e transatlantikës do të kishte me qenë e vështirë edhe vetë liria e Kosovës. E po ashtu shtetë ndërtimi i Kosovës ishte një proces shumë i koordinuar transatlantik. Diplomacia parlamentare për ne do të thotë në radhë parë forcim i miqësive me parlamentet e vendeve, të cilat janë mike për ne, por edhe krijimi i miqësive të reja me deputet dhe përfaqësues prej vendeve që ende nuk e kanë njohur Kosovën.
It's also important to discuss today's security challenges, maybe including issues like organized crime, corruption, and so-called ethnic tensions. And I'm pleased we'll discuss the importance of parliamentary cooperation for strengthening democratic institutions, promoting good governance, upholding the rule of law.
When Serbia staged this aggression in Banjska, there were people among EU policy circles that were thinking that maybe it's Kosovo exaggerating a little bit. And only 2 or 3 days ago, when Time magazine reported basically on what happened, people started to think that, oh, it was not Kosovo, maybe it was Serbia. So we have to confront this reality as it is. And we have to consider enlargement process as a geopolitical process first and foremost. And we have to be clear with each other that it's very difficult to speak about economic cooperation without a clear and a joint political horizon. My second point is in relation to, again, regional cooperation. We hear more and more, and unfortunately we hear this from Enlargement Commissioner as well. I mean, maybe it's the first time in the history that I hear an Enlargement Commissioner speaking about lanes, about fast lanes in the region, and not speaking about the rule of law.
Bridging the Western Balkans, parliamentary diplomacy for regional and Euro-Atlantic cooperation, and I really think each of these words, of these terms within this title is meaningful and tells us a lot, because it tells about bridging, building bridges, meaning not focus on the problems alone, but to try to overcome the problems via building bridges. And this is the beginning of the title, and the end will be cooperation. And this is more meaningful than we would even think when we use the term of cooperation time and again, because we live in a world of more and more confrontation.